but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Here's Cairo Santos now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he returns this to the 22. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Hurts to throw. Into space at the 45. Gets around him. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Hurts will throw. And that's caught at the 2. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Barkley, inside handoff. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps it off to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
63.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with third down and just a yard to go. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Working out of the gun, Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. Trap 60, trap 60. Hut, hut.
To the air, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Throwing is Williams. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Williams. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side Swift. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 7-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete, it's Dotson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. Barkley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Looking to throw is Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 23, here's second and 9. Here's Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
70 Lions. Here we go. Set. Cup 19. Cup 19. 79 Bronco. Check out.
Back to throw. Williams. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. Go.
Williams going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, down 2 scores.